Peterson, while your team is doing this, I think I must take a second to thank you very much for taking this initiative of finding people kind of
ये देखो तुम आ गए ऊपर से
very
यहाँ खड़े हैं वो पिकनिक बनाने के लिए
Would request all the participants to kindly please stay on mute. Yes, Ashish. Yeah.
Now, I was just taking a second to tell you that your initiative is fantastic. I'm glad that you formed this association, and the organization that you run is supporting people in multiple ways. Giving them good skill sets and the right mindset as we fight out these challenging times. So very well done. Very, very proud of you.
Thank you so much. But a big thanks to you for accepting our invite and coming out here on a busy week schedule. Thank you so much. So I'd like to welcome all our participants. Thank you so much for joining in. I see Arman, Avdesh, Bhaumik, Bhavna, Chirag, Divyal, Dr. Sangeeta, Hina, Hiral, Manish, Meg, Neha, Nidhi, Pramod, Parvati, Pooja, Sandra, Shweta, Smriti, Tushar, Vinita. Would request all our participants to kindly keep your name as your display name rather than your system name, so that it would be easier for us to identify yourself in case you pose in your questions in the chat box. So would appreciate you all changing your display name to your name, please. Well, it's a lovely Friday afternoon and we are all set to begin with our today's webinar. A positive attitude causes a chain reaction of positive thoughts, events and outcomes. It is a catalyst and it sparks extraordinary result. It's a beautiful quote by W.A.H. Sometimes it can be all too hard to motivate your employees. And once one person's motivation level reaches a lower point, it appears to catch on like a bad case of the flu. You may believe in the company, but without employees who can match your enthusiasm, your company just won't reach its full potential. In fact, that lack of motivation could lead to poor performance, unsatisfactory customer service, decreased revenue, and a depleting brand reputation. Let's hear it from our motivational expert today, who will be sharing with us genius level ideas to motivate oneself. HR Association of India welcomes you all to the 2021 Dialogue Masterclass series on the topic, What Zindagi? To know more about HRAI and its event, I would request all our participants to visit the link and details posted in the chat window. Request all the participants to kindly follow the webinar guidelines mentioned in the chat window. It would be great to have all the participants' feedback. We will be running a poll before the Q&A session. Request all the participants to kindly give your feedback on the session. I now take the privilege to introduce our esteemed speaker for today, Mr. Ashish Singh, Global MD and Chief Talent Officer, Star Consulting Global. Ashish is a certified international felicitator, author, an authority in experiential learning and leadership development, and firewalk and spiritual leadership trainer who has inspired millions of professionals for over 16 years globally with his inspirational and result-oriented training and coaching interventions. He is a personal mentor to various business tycoons and billionaire industrialists. His global client list includes corporations including BMW, MG Motors, Volvo, Adani, F5 Networks, Global Logic, SocGen Bank, American Express, Accenture, IBM, HDFC Bank, Axis Bank, GE Worldwide, Adobe Systems, Suzuki, Panasonic, Yokohama, Spark Minda, Airtel, Maruti, Hero Group, PepsiCo, Reliance Group, Bharti Enterprise, to name a few. He has successfully conducted more than 110,000 plus hours training and personal coaching across industries worldwide, including over 2,000 workshops with senior and top leadership teams. He is also an author of an upcoming book on collaboration, that is building championship teams. His programs brings immediate changes and long-term result. He has helped you achieve your business and personal goals much easier and faster than ever before. You can follow him on LinkedIn. The link for the same has been shared in the chat window. Let's watch a short video and get a glimpse of what he does. Ashish, we are not able to hear the video.
Today we have an amazing workshop by Ashish. He's bringing a lot of joy and a lot of energy into the session.
If one tiny contribution can help all of us go faster, I want to be the first person to take initiative so that we all can go faster.
People are blessed with massive talent. All they need is right tools and right directions to become the best. And my job is to give them practical tools and ideas and take out the best out of them.
Ashish and his team has really set everybody on fire. The entire leadership team right now is so positive, so much of energy, so much of enthusiasm.
Realize the problem of our life and the world is really help us a lot. Thanks, Ashish.
Three kinds of people in this whole world. The first kind will feed your mouth. The second kind will feed your brain with all the knowledge and skills that they have learned and acquired in their whole life. They'll pass it on to you. And then there's the third kind of people who feed your soul. Ashish is one of those kind.
Kudos to Ashish, sir. Excellent mind. Thank you.
So actually, I find the training section amazing. Actually, Ashish has a level up of energy.
He did a very great job there to connect them, and it was with a lot of enthusiasm, and I'm sure that a lot of people had a good message.
It was although very difficult to get his date. It took around 6 months to get his date. But after this 6 months, I had a 2-day program with Ashish, and it was wonderful. It was so wonderful. It was so exciting. It was so buzzing. That it's somewhere it has become my blood.
The grade of inspiration was amazing. I never seen this kind of performance before.
It has been extremely helpful to me. I got much more confidence. I personally wish Ashish all the best, and I'm always thankful to him. I'm always grateful to him for however and whatever he has changed me.
It was an amazing workshop. I enjoyed a lot, and I think we learned quite a bit. And I'm looking forward to now mentoring few people.
Session around leadership and team collaboration. Very successful. The facilitator was very good, very active, proactive, very building energy up into the session. Worthwhile day, very worthwhile day. Glad I came, and worthwhile bringing all the people together to do this today. So, good day all round. Thank you.
The program is very good, excellent. When I was coming, I was thinking it's going to be boring like usual meetings, but this was perfect. You can't afford to sleep. Everything was good. Everybody was participating, and it was excellent.
It's been an amazing experience. Ashish is the God's choicest soul to motivate a lot of people. And I'm unfortunate that probably in the fag end of the of my service career, which is I'm already 55, I'm seeing him, but then I'm still motivated for next 25, 30 years, and it is this motivation which will keep me further. I had lost the spark in my life, which he has ignited again. And thank you very much, Ashish. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Peterson, for that wonderful, wonderful introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, and my dearest friends, champions, superstars, and learners, a very good afternoon to each and every one of you. I am sure you're doing wonderful wherever you are. You know what? When I conduct a training program, I personally feel very happy and very proud of people who join because I'm a believer of the fact that leaders are learners and learners are leaders. One of the most amazing qualities that everybody has today who's leading is continuous learning. So I'm very happy that you're a part of this workshop. Learning makes you more wiser, more smarter, more quicker in fighting out tough situations and unleashing brilliance out of any adversity. So, ladies and gentlemen, a big welcome to you all. As we get started, I must take a second to tell you that you know what, the last 2 years have been challenging. It's been tough. It's been a situation where you never imagined what is possibly going to happen. But you know what? I always tell people there are two kinds of people in this world. Some people go through challenges, but leaders like you grow through challenges. And I'm very proud of everyone because all of us as a great team, with the help of our families and people around, have grown through challenges. So, can I request all of you to give yourself and everybody in your family a big hand for being extremely supportive, extremely invigorating, extremely empowering? Let's give a big hand to everybody at our homes and everybody in our teams, wherever we are right now. My dear friends, today we have this amazing workshop, W.A.H Zindagi, with us. This program is going to give us some of the most amazing ideas to kind of really enjoy every moment of our life and create massive success wherever we go. But before we start this workshop, I want to share with you something. As a young boy, I heard the story of a king. Now, this king was extremely rich, very wealthy king. He had anything one can ever imagine, you know, lots of beautiful palaces, a huge kingdom that he would rule. And he had a series of amazing people with him, very powerful, amazing king. So one fine morning, he was in a meeting with all the ministers and he says, Ministers, you see, today I have everything that I can imagine and I can probably arrange everything that I can think. But what if there is a day in my life I lose everything? What advice do you have for me for that day? So, you know what, Chintan, amongst those people was one king who said, Your Majesty, you will always be as rich as you are, as amazing as you are. You would always be shining higher and higher. He said, Yes, I presume so. But what if there is a day like that? So, you know what, Bhavik, amongst those ministers was one minister who said, Sir, I get your point. Let me prepare you for that difficult day. Tomorrow morning, I will give you a special ring. In that ring, I'll put a piece of paper and I will lock that piece of paper in a compartment. But you make a promise to me that you will open up that compartment only when you go through a tough time. So he says, Yes, no problem. I promise you. So the very next day, a beautiful ring was made. And in that ring was a piece of paper, very nicely kept inside the tiny compartment. It was sealed. So he always loved that ring, always had the ring. Time passes by, everything is fantastic. 10 years down the line, no problem. 20 years down the line, no problem. 30 years down the line, one of the kings of a neighboring country becomes very strong and invades into his territory and takes away everything that he had. And this guy becomes a prisoner of war. And as he sits in a corner in a dark room, he's thinking about all his great days. And he realizes, today, I have nothing with me. Suddenly, he realizes that for this day, there is a ring with the advice. He still had that ring. Without a second delay, he opens up and unseals that compartment and takes the piece of paper out. And you know, Chetan, the piece of paper has an advice which was so relevant for the king at that time and so relevant for us at this time. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, that advice says, this too shall pass. Isn't it so true, ladies and gentlemen, that after every dark night comes a brighter day? After every storm, there is a rainbow. And when the going gets tough, there is a good time on the way. Ladies and gentlemen, therefore, I am a believer of the fact that the going gets tough, the tough gets tougher. It is time for us to get tougher. It is time for us to get stronger. And most importantly, it is time for us to get together. So this W.A.H Zindagi is an initiative to give us handful ideas so that we are always hoping high, we are always thinking high, and we are always achieving higher than ever before, despite challenges. So big welcome to you all once again on this amazing program, W.A.H Zindagi. As we start this workshop, I have three important requests for all of you, ladies and gentlemen. To get the most out of this course, there are three requests. Number one, This is a live program. It's been telecasted all over, absolutely live. So I would like to request all of you to please be live with me, in the sense, turn the camera on so that we all can see each other. You see, I'm a believer of the fact that you are a great leader. And a leader always brings out his or her best self on the camera, because the leader is an inspiration to millions of people, right? In fact, a leader is so powerful that our team is a mirror, and our energy is contagious. Our state is contagious. If we feel happy, they feel happy. We feel charged up, they feel charged up. So can I request all of you, on a count of 3, to bring the camera up, put the camera on, and show yourself up on the camera, and let's have a great time together. So requesting all of you, I'm going to give you 5 seconds. Let's turn the camera on and give a wave. And just say hello to everybody as a great team. Come on, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Let's turn the camera on now. Okay, beautiful. Oh, wow. We got a wonderful set of beautiful, amazing people, right? Look at you. All of you look so smart, so beautiful, so handsome. That's amazing. That's amazing. Can I request all of you to bring your hands up and say, yes, we are together in this. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a picture with that. We're together in this. Oh my God, that's absolutely brilliant. Wow. I think everyone is looking so good. I see you in a different screen right now. So let me at least say hello to all the champions that I see right now. You know what? I think I like the fact that everybody is certainly a very happy leader. Wow, what a pleasure to see you all. Welcome, Mickey. Welcome, Prabodh. How are you doing, Rashmi? Very happy to see you, Shalini. Welcome, Smriti. Welcome, Mr. U.R. Singh ji. How are you doing? Good to see you, Anupama, Sapna, and everybody. Hi, Peterson. Lovely to see you all. Hi, Jigar. Hi, Shafiq. My God, Shafiq is like my, he's always with me in every program. Proud of you, Shafiq. Pooja. Wonderful to see you, Arman. Happy to have you here. Very good. Wonderful. Wow. Everybody looking so fantastic. You know, I always tell people there are 2 kinds of leaders in this world. Some leaders bring happiness wherever they go, like yourself. Others, whenever they go. Good that he's gone, you know. When I see you, Rashmi, as somebody who brings happiness wherever you go. So big welcome to you all, ladies and gentlemen, to W.A.H Zindagi. We're going to have a great time together. If you're ready, can I request all of you to bring your hands up and say, ready? Fantastic. Wow, that's amazing, Shalini. I like that passion, everybody. Good job. So as you know, this program is going to give you some of the most amazing ideas on how one can choose to be extremely positive and happy and become a winner and inspire people. But before I share those ideas with you, let me ask you this question. Tell me, you know what, as we go through these surprising moments every day, there is something in us that we need to address. And I always ask people this question that, hey, listen, what is that one thing that you would definitely like to address through this course? So I would like ask this question to you also. Tell me, what is that one thing you would definitely like to learn as a result of this training program? So can I request all of you to please contribute and tell me, what is that one thing you definitely would like to learn through this course? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you like 5 seconds to please start pouring all your expectations in this lovely chat window we have. Come on, Mickey, let's do it. Yes, Parvati. Come on, Umang. Yes, everybody, let's do it together. Yes. We are a great team. And I want to see you all talk to me and tell me, what is that one thing that's bothering you so much? So I was speaking to people this morning all over the world. In the morning, we had a 7:30 program. And they said, hey, what's bothering me this time a lot today is my mind is full of a lot of thoughts. I don't know what to think, what not to think. I said, okay, we'll address that. Some people said, hey, you know what? I know how to keep myself happy, but somehow I'm not able to channelize the energy of my family in the right direction. I said, good, we'll figure it out. And Shafiq says, how to motivate self. Yeah, we're going to learn some ideas, Shafiq. Fantastic. So please tell me, what is that one thing you definitely would like to achieve through this short interaction that we have together? Come on, we got to be quick, guys. Okay. All right. So face all unexpected situations with energy. How can I inspire people? Thank you, Sujata. Oh yes, you're going to learn some great ideas. Sangeeta says how to keep up the energy high. Oh my God, then you're in the right room, you know. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, I must tell you, I'm really happy to meet you all because you are ever smiling people. I think one way to fight out energy is to be always happy. दोस्तों वो कहते हैं ना कि बेवजह बेइम्तिहान बेहिसाब मुस्कुरा जाता हूँ, आधी दुनिया को तो मैं दोस्त यूं ही बना जाता हूँ. When you are happy, you're by default creating massive happiness for yourself and for people around. So very proud of you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again. Let's address all your challenges right away. Here we go. Today, my mission is to give you 5. Yes, how many guys? Give me a high five on the camera. Say 5. Everybody, let's do it together. 5. Thank you. 5 genius level ideas to keep yourself and everybody around highly motivated. I'm going to give you the 5 amazing ideas, and that's the reason why we are here together. So we're going to have an awesome time together. Ladies and gentlemen, second important point that I have for you is I will give you a focused thought process on how to create a winning mindset. And you know what? I'm a believer of the fact that mindset is more important than the skill set. How many of you heard about this legendary, outstanding boxer, Muhammad Ali? If you've heard of him, give me a thumbs up and say yes. Good job. Good job. Fantastic. You know, Muhammad Ali is an outstanding boxer. He fought 61 times, won 56 times. Very amazing guy. And there were many occasions he would get shot down and badly, hit down. And he would have used all the skills that he knew. There is no further skill set that he could use. And you know what he would tell himself? Muhammad, you can get up one more time. Get up one more time. Come on, Muhammad. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So he's going to empower his mindset and psych himself to get back and bounce back and hit hard and win. So ladies and gentlemen, always remember mindset is more important than skill set in life when you're trying to lead your life. And I'm going to give you some ideas to make that absolutely amazing, strong mindset together. More power to everybody. Can I request all of you to give a little more power to each? All of our team members is a great team and say power to you guys. Come on, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Power. Oh my God, that's fantastic. Yes. All right. So let's get started. Here we go. I want to show you a picture. We'll keep this conversation highly interactive, Mickey. I'm going to ask you this question. What do you see in the picture? What place is this? Come on, everybody, please start typing in the chat box. What place is this? Let's make it very fast. What is this? This looks like a factory, right? Looks like something is going on there, right? What is it? Come on. Powerhouse. Thank you, Peterson. It's a powerhouse. You know what? I think, Peterson, Rashmi, you're absolutely right. Can you give a big hand to Rashmi, everybody? Very good, Rashmi Sinha. This is a power plant. You know what? Let me tell you something about the power plant. The power plant generates power. But do you know one secret about it? It generates power, but Mickey, it has no power in it. That means it generates power, but there is no power in it. Wow. How come it generates power with no power in it? It's very simple. Because it follows a structured process every single day, leading to a specific outcome. And that, my dear friend, is called power. Which means a structured process followed every day in an organized manner leads to a specific result called power. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? Similarly, people who are highly motivated, they are the top 2% in the world who are extremely charged up. And I spent many years in my life reading about top people in the world. And I must tell you, they understand this philosophy that there is no secret to motivation. There is a system to motivation. Like there is no secret to success, there is a system to success. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to give you a system which will make you a stronger version of yourself. And I will give you 5 key ideas. But it is your responsibility and my responsibility to ensure that we put that to use every single day. If you're ready for that, can I request all of you to bring your hands up and say, let's do it. Come on, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Good job. Let's do it. Fantastic. Fantastic. Nidhi, proud of you. Dr. Sangeeta, absolutely wonderful. Let's get the ball rolling. So let's start with the first thing. Tell me, ladies and gentlemen, we want to be happy in our life so that our Zindagi becomes a Wah Zindagi, right? We want to be charged up in our life so that we can inspire people. Can I ask you a question? Tell me, what's the biggest cause of sadness? What's the biggest cause of sadness? Why do we feel sad? What is the biggest cause of sadness? Requesting all of you to please contribute. What is the biggest cause of sadness? You know what? I want to share with you when I was learning psychology a couple of years ago, I came across this amazing discovery that the biggest cause of sadness is this. You know what? It's not the failure. It's not about the fact that I appeared for an examination and I'm not really sure how I would perform in that examination. That incident is done, right? It's not about the fact that I was driving a car and I kind of really, got a little scratched. It's still running in my mind. It's not about the car. It's not about the incident. It's something more about it. It's not about the fact that I've invested some money in the stock market and now I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Yeah. So it's not about the incident. It is about thinking a lot about the incident. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. In this entire world, the biggest cause of sadness is not an event. It is overthinking about the event. Ladies and gentlemen, understand this point. The virus is dangerous, I agree. But can I tell you something? Thinking about the virus is more dangerous than the virus. Because the virus will not hit you or not attack you. But if you're thinking, we are definitely attacked. So ladies and gentlemen, overthinking is the biggest cause of sadness all over the world. Are you living in the past and thinking about, my God, this happened, what do I do about the examination? And you're thinking about it. Would I clear it? Would I get good marks? Really focus on that. Or are you thinking about the future? I don't know. What if I get Delta 4, Delta 5, Delta 25? Oh my God, damn it. We are always thinking about it. And our mind is completely running with that. And then the lot of resources around us to kind of really pull us down every single day. Are you living in the past or are you living in the future? You see, every minute you spend in the past destroys your present. Every second you spend in thinking about what has happened bad, you're destroying your present moment. So every past moment destroys my present moment if I'm overthinking about it. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you a research. 73% people today, when they're working from home, 73 is a huge percent. I was researching day before yesterday, and I figured out, Mary, that 73% of people today, they start their day like this. They get up in the morning, no time to get up, no time to have their breakfast on time. They don't take a shower on time. They don't get up for a beautiful, bright day on time. And they get up and they surround themselves with so much around in their mind. And mobile phones is the biggest gift that we have to create challenges in our mind these days. Here's a simple point, ladies and gentlemen. Rashmi, the point is very simple. If you genuinely want to be happy, understand this point. I can't be happy if I'm lost like this. I'm just giving a little picture to you. This may apply to you, may not apply to you, but may apply to somebody else in your life. So think about it. This picture is about me actually not taking charge of my life. It's like, I don't know. I don't think my life is in my control right now. My life is completely out of control. And I call it the autopilot mode. What do we call it, guys? Everybody, please type in the chat box and say AP mode. AP enter. Everybody, let's do it together. It's called the autopilot mode. So ask yourself, have you put your life on the autopilot mode? Are you taking charge of your life every day, or is the life taking charge on you? Are you the one leading your life, or is the life leading you? Ask yourself. The biggest reason why we feel challenged today is because we've given the power off. It's not in our hands anymore. The life is kind of ruling us just the way we want to be ruled. That's crazy. And that's the biggest decision we need to change right now. You see, nothing can go on in autopilot mode. Even a flight, when the pilot puts it on the autopilot mode, Sapna, this flight cannot fly for a long time. It will crash. It needs direction. It needs focus. It needs advice. It needs right correction. And if the flight needs correction, the life needs correction too. You and I cannot afford to be on the autopilot mode and have the society or the environment or the people or the thinking affect us. And if you want to come out of the autopilot mode, give me a thumbs up, say yes. Good job. And you know what, Shalini? Let me be honest with you. It's not just you and me. We all, in the last 2 years, have been a part of this autopilot mindset, have been in a situation where we're not leading our life, but the life is leading us. You know what? And therefore, we need to take a decision right now. And Mary, today, these 5 ideas, I'm going to bring the first one, will be a turning point for all of us. Let's make a decision. Ladies and gentlemen, if you need to come out of the autopilot mode, here is something I want to share with you. If you want people and other things to not to disturb you at all, here is something I'm going to share with you. You see, it's a story of a lady who joins a company, and after working in that company, Peterson, for a few months, she goes to the boss and says, boss, change my team. I'm not happy in this team. Boss says, what happened? You see, everybody is talking negative about certain things here and there. There is so much of negativity in the environment. I'm getting bothered and disturbed. Put me in a different team. Put me in a different team. So Bhavna, he says, okay, I will. But before I do that, I have a task for you. What is it? I will give you a glass of water that's going to be full up till top. You're going to take 3 rounds of the office and come back to the cabin and ensure the water shouldn't spill out. Oh, sure, I'll do that. She gladly accepts the challenge, ladies and gentlemen, and holds the glass of water and goes all the way, and comes back and says, see, done. Says, great job done. And then the manager says, did you hear anyone backbiting when you were with a glass of water outside? No, she says. Did you hear anything disturb you in the environment? No. Was there anything pulling you down when you were on the mission? No. Why did it happen? Because my entire focus was on the glass of water. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to share with you the biggest and the most important thought process of winners is this. Always remember, focus defeats distraction. Focus defeats distraction. If you want to be distraction free, if you want to become completely indistractable so that you can take charge of your life, Bhavna, you and I need to make a focus. And you need to make a choice to be focused on certain things that really inspires you every single day. You know what? I want to show you a picture. I mean, very similar to this is my bedroom as well. Probably next time I'll bring that picture up. When I get up in the morning, do you know what I see? My bedroom has a big wall in front of me. And there are two sections of the wall, huge. One section, I have all my accomplishments. All that I have done so far, Sandeep, is on the left side. You know, the first accomplishment in my life, my first school award that I won, basketball tournament, when we went out on a vacation internationally for the first time, when I bought my first car, my first house, everything is right there, which I believe I consider to be an accomplishment for myself. And the second side of that wall has got all that I plan to achieve in the next 5 years of my life. What I want to do for the society, what I want to do for the people in my life, what I want to do for myself. Everything is right there. Every dream that I have for the next 5 years, I see that, I live it every day, and I achieve a bit of it every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, can I tell you a golden statement? There is no motivation without a motive. There is no motivation without a motive. If you want to be distraction free, become mission oriented. Ensure that your focus is on what you want to achieve in your life. Ladies and gentlemen, always remember, successful people are successful because they're focused. And it's your power of focus that makes you successful. So here is my request to you. Ensure that you have a goal for yourself. Ensure that you have a plan every morning. Ensure that you have an action-oriented day every day. Don't be on the autopilot mode. Be on the self-pilot mode. How many of you ready for that? If you're ready for that, give me a thumbs up and say yes. Oh my God, fantastic. So can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, here is my first request to all of you. You know what? Stop autopiloting, start positive focusing. Stop autopiloting, start positive focusing, because always remember, where the focus goes, energy flows. If you want to be highly energetic, extremely charged up, check where is your focus right now. Are you on the autopilot mode or the self-pilot mode? I want to be on my self-pilot mode. I want to take charge of my life every single day. I want to get up to every day and tell myself, yeah, man, I look up to this day, it's going to be fantastic. A lot of people ask me, I think it's important to focus. It's really important for me to really ensure that I do something great in my life. Yeah, I want to get there. I want to be highly motivated every day. I tell them, hey, you know what? One day you'll become so great that probably there is a possibility the name of a country is named after you. Probably, maybe you become so great that a state is named after you. Yeah. Maybe a city is named after your name. Maybe a community, or maybe a little kind of a street or a crossing is named after your name. That's possible. But you know what? What is important is to understand it is not in your hand whether the country would be named after your name, city, state, whatever, street, whatever. What is in your hand is this, ladies and gentlemen. Do something so that the generation of your own family is named after your name. I asked people, do you remember who your great-grandfather was? They said, no. I want your great-grandchildren to remember who their great-grandfather was. So do something so amazing. Lead a goal-focused life. You achieve some great stuff in your life that people remember you till the time you're here and even after we are gone. And that's the biggest accomplishment a human being can achieve in the lifetime. Don't do something for people. Do something in people, in their mind, so that they remember you for life today, tomorrow, and forever. And you being charged of your life, not autopiloting, will help you get there. If you want to be there, ladies and gentlemen, please give me a thumbs up and say, I am ready. I'm going to have a more focused day tomorrow onwards. Give me a thumbs up and say, that's me. Fantastic. Very good job. Very good job. Fantastic. You are Singh ji. Good job, Umang. Very proud of you, Shalini. Superb, Nidhi. Very proud of you. Oh, I see some great people right there. Can I request all of you to please unmute and loudly shout with me? 1, 2, 3. Wah Zindagi. Come on, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Unmute.
वाह जिंदगी वाह जिंदगी वाह जिंदगी वाह जिंदगी
Now we're talking to some great leaders right now. तो उसमें कहते हैं ना कि हवाओं से कह दो कि अपनी औकात में रहें, हवाओं से कह दो कि अपनी औकात में रहें. हम हिंदुस्तान के लीडर्स हैं दोस्तों, पंखों से नहीं हौसलों से उड़ा करते हैं. Let's ensure that we give right direction to our hopes. Let's ensure that we lead a life which is full of purpose and focus. And let's ensure that we lead to inspire today, tomorrow, and forever. I'm sure Zindagi will become Wah Zindagi the moment we start focusing and we stop autopiloting. So stop autopiloting, start positive focusing. That is my first humble submission to all of you. So are you ready to focus on your dreams? If the answer is yes, bring your hands up and say, that's me. All right, good job. That's you. Absolutely. You know, I want Pallav to talk about you, Singh ji. I want Pallav to talk about you, sir, for generations. You know what? There was a time. Let me tell you, my greatest role model is my dad, Singh ji. He was the one who made me who I am today. Very proud of you, sir. So my dear friends, that's my first strategy. If you're ready for number 2, bring your hands up and show me that victory sign and say 2. Come on, guys, let's do it together. We are a great team together. You see, I love talking to people, right? I always tell people, hey, come on. In every training program, you want to make it great, don't keep it information. Information is one-way process. Communication is two-way process. Let's make it 2 ways. Good job. So without any further delays, let's get to number 2. All right, let's go to number 2. Now, you know what? This is a very interesting tool, and I'm known for giving scientific and proven tools to people. Here's my second important tool, very, very close to my heart. If you genuinely want to be happy, understand this, you spend a lot of day in the entire day doing so much. You know, probably you do something for your office, something for your home, you know, making a report, cooking some food, whatever it is. Have you ever looked deep inside yourself, and have you ever been able to figure out what is that one key task that you genuinely feel happy after you do that task? Something that makes you feel extremely fulfilled. Now, for some people, it's meditation. So if I meditate for like 10 minutes, my God, my life is fantastic. If I listen to my favorite song tracks for a while, I feel like level 10 energy. You know, I feel extremely charged up. If I make a cup of tea sometime for my family, I feel so happy. If I read a book, I believe in reading 2 books at a time, by the way. So I read one in the morning and one in the evening. So if I get like an hour every morning, an hour every evening, I feel charged up. I love going on a ride on a motorcycle. If I go for a ride on a motorcycle, like half an hour, 45 minutes, trust me, this 45 minutes recharges me for the next 5 hours. It is so amazing, right? Can I ask you a question? What is that one thing you personally love to do a lot, but because of this daily routine and all of that, you somehow are unable to do that? There is something in you that really makes you feel extremely happy. Yeah, there's something in you, right? For some people, it's dancing. For some, it's singing. For some, it's whatever it is. But I want you to think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Something very important I want to share with you. You know what? Good job, you are Singh ji. Good job, Sapna. Good job, Shafiq bhai. Think about it. Think about it. If you start including that in your schedule, you know what happens? Scientifically, it is proved that body feels so charged up every time you do something for 15 minutes that makes you happy. It recharges you for 3 hours. 3 hours. Yes. Let's say I listen to some of my favorite track before a program, whatever it is. I'm so charged up for the next 3 hours. I'm going to conquer every fear and do a great job. I feel so charged. I feel so with myself. Biologically, our body has got glands. We call them pituitary glands. Pituitary gland generates a lot of hormones. There are happiness hormones in our life also, Dr. Sangeeta. So the hormones are called oxytocin, dopamine, and serotonin. You know what? Your body secretes these hormones when you do something that genuinely makes you happy inside. And you feel so damn happy. So do me a favor, Parvati and ladies and gentlemen. How can you achieve that? If you ask me, this is my schedule. I get up in the morning at 5:30, and at 6:30, I have this. Every 3 hours, I have added these 5 important things that makes me happy to be part of my regime. I do them every single day without fail. So after this session, I'm going to spend an hour listening to good music. Yeah. And then I have another session. Then I'm going to go in the evening for a motorcycle ride. You know what? I'm going in the evening, but I can see in my schedule motorcycle ride. I am anticipating happiness. Getting my point? I can see that and feel that I'm going to achieve, and I feel so happy. So if you genuinely want to be extremely, extremely charged up, ensure that you write down 5 things that make you happy, and please do those 5 things every single day without fail. If you're ready for that, ladies and gentlemen, can I request all of you to please unmute and loudly shout with me? Wah Zindagi. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Wah Zindagi.
Wah Zindagi.
My God. That's a great team you're talking about. Fantastic, fantastic, Sandeep. Fantastic, my friend. Fantastic, Faisal. Fantastic, Parvati. We're a great team together. Are we in this together so far? If you're in this together, please join your hands together and bring it up. Say, together forever. Come on, here we go. Here we go. Together forever. Fantastic. Good job. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. Fantastic. So my second input is, please understand, you got to do 5 things out of which you really personally feel very happy about. So ensure to do 5 things every day without fail. Now, let me tell you the third and a very important tool. Now, this was last year. I was speaking to a friend of mine. He spoke to me and said, Ashish, I'm feeling so sad. I said, what happened? You see, I can't go shopping. I can't go and, probably, buy some nice clothes for myself. I can't take my family out for a party. We can't go watch a movie. Life has come to a standstill. I'm so frustrated. You know what? Sandeep, I asked him this question. I said, Kostab, tell me, did you have breakfast this morning? He said, yes. Lunch? Yeah. Dinner? I mean, that's normal life. I said, you know what, Costa, don't get me wrong, brother, but for you, this is normal. Let me tell you, it's not normal for everyone. I said, Costa, you know what? A woman in Kenya, mother of 8 children, one evening had no food and she had no money to buy food. And the kids were crying profusely. You know what she did? She started boiling stones in the utensils to make her kids believe that the food is being cooked. Assuming the kids will go off to sleep, thinking the food is being cooked. I said, Costa, in the first lockdown in Agra, a milkman was carrying milk cans on a motorcycle, and the moment he turns the bike slips and the milk gets spilled on the street. The very next second, stray dogs came running, and they started sipping milk from that stream, and with those stray dogs was a hungry human scooping milk from the same stream. Can you imagine the world around? I said, this April 2021, 7.35 million Indians lost their jobs. 577 children were orphaned because their parents died due to COVID-19 this April. I said, Costa, where I live, across the road is a hospital. People are struggling for every breath. And I could see a line of ambulance outside waiting for the patients to get inside, but there were no beds available, so they died outside. And I said, Costa, you know what? For some patients in that hospital, the last night was the last night. They don't have the pleasure of seeing today. Costa had tears in his eyes, Shafiq Bhai, and he said, I'm so sorry. I didn't look at the world that way. I said, Costa, don't get me wrong, brother, but people have lost their dear ones during this COVID time. People have lost their parents. They've lost their brothers and sisters during these COVID times. Costa, you're lucky your family is with you. Costa, you're lucky you're healthy. Costa, you're lucky you're together. Costa, you're lucky you have a job that pays you on time. I said, Costa, the world is fighting adversity. The world is fighting poverty. The world is fighting misery. How can we choose to crib? How can we choose to complain? How can we choose to feel frustrated about such things which don't matter right now? Life matters most right now. And if you have life, you can do everything tomorrow. You're lucky you're alive, Costa. Ladies and gentlemen, I remember that moment on the call. He said, I'm so sorry. I make a promise to you. I will stop cribbing right now and will never crib again in my life. I said, you're my brother, man. I love you, brother, so much. Ladies and gentlemen, always remember, cribbing and winning never go together. If you want to be a winner, always remember that winners are not cribbers and cribbers never become winners. Do me a favor, ladies and gentlemen. the least we expect from ourselves, stop cribbing, start thanking for what you have. Stop cribbing and start thanking. Because the moment you stop cribbing, you start feeling happy about things in your life, and the feeling of being grateful makes you feel so good. Ladies and gentlemen, I get up every morning and I have a diary. It's called The Good Things in My Life. And I fill in that diary with whatever great things I have in my life every morning without fail. And I write every day. I feel so good about it. It gives me a reason to be happy. One of my favorite mentors who I follow a lot is Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett, by the way, is one of the most richest persons in the world. You know what he says? Warren says, wealth begins with gratitude. When you're grateful, you're wealthy. So do me a favor. Third promise I want from all of you to make this Zindagi a Wah Zindagi is stop cribbing, start thanking. If you're with me, ladies and gentlemen, requesting all of you to please turn the microphones on and loudly shout with me. 3, 2, 1. Wah Zindagi.
Wah Zindagi.
I'm so happy that I have the privilege to speak to some of the finest and the greatest leaders right now. So 3 things we learned so far. Number 1, stop autopiloting. Number 2, do 5 things that make you happy. And number 3, stop cribbing and start thanking. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my 3 important inputs for now. Let's get to number 4. What is the 4th most important point one has to consider right now? Let me tell you something. There was a time when I was in Delhi and I was traveling in metro trains because my office and home were pretty away, and traffic how it is. So it was 6:30 in the evening and I had just boarded the metro train and it was completely full, completely chock-a-block. There was no place available. So I was holding the strap hanger and traveling. Next station was Rajiv Chowk. Now, Dr. Sangeeta, Rajiv Chowk is an intersection in Delhi, and it caters to more than 5 lakh people every day. So it's a huge station. And when the metro arrived at that station, the doors opened up. And in that already full metro, a lot of people furthermore got added. Amongst those people, I saw one person standing, and I still remember he was wearing a kurta pajama, a white kurta pajama. And I remember he had a big bag, the black backpack, water bottle, and tiffin box. He definitely needed a seat. I mean, I had no seat to myself. What do? I was about to request someone to vacate their seat for him. But you know what I saw? The moment I thought of requesting somebody, I saw somebody leave his seat, offer it to him, and he came all the way and stood right next to me holding another strap hanger. I mean, this great kindness that I saw that moment took my heart away. I said, sir, what you've just done is a great act of kindness. Sir, people like you make this world a beautiful place. I said, sir, अगर हिंदुस्तान को आज भी सोने की चिड़िया कहा जाता है, तो वो आप जैसे कुछ लोगों की वजह से है, sir. Salute to you. This guy gave me a hug. He said, sir, I'm trying to do the best I can for several years, but no one in my life so far has motivated me so much. Now that you motivated me so much, trust me, sir, I will do this with even more power, more strength, more energy. That what he said made me feel so charged up. We parted ways after a few stations, but that day when I reached home, Rashmi, that day I looked at myself in the mirror and I was a different me, because my self-esteem, which is my own worth in my own eyes, had increased from wherever to skyrocketed. And I felt so happy about myself. And that was the day I decided I'm going to dedicate a part of my life towards doing something for the world that the world can never repay in cash or kind. Because I want to be internally motivated. I don't want people to tell me that you're so good. I want myself to look so good that I genuinely feel that motivation from inside. And I don't depend on motivation from outside. Ladies and gentlemen, when the lockdown was announced, as a family and as some people in our community, we all came together and we thought that we're going to do a lot for the best, for the people in the world around who are surviving with challenges. So we have a lot of laborers here who work. And when the lockdown was announced, everything just got shut down. These guys had major issues. We decided to make sure that we will at least take care of their food and their basic necessities. So you know what, tower-wise, we all will cook food every day, twice every day. We'll hire a tempo, had a contract with him, put food and deliver that. And when we come back home after doing this, let me tell you, we felt so happy and so blessed inside, because there's something in us that made us feel so good about ourselves. My dear friends, not just us, I'm sure you in your own ways have done something great for the world right now. I was reading about this lady, Gurdev Kaur, 98 years of age in Punjab. You know what she does? Whole day, she spends time stitching masks for people who can't afford to buy, and she gives away those masks with a big stab that says, "Ye samay bhi tal jayega. Hum honge kamyab. We shall overcome." If she can do it, we can do it. My philosophy is simple: to be motivated. You see, when God gives you more than what you actually need, don't just improve the standard of living, also improve your standard of giving. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the fourth point that I have for you. Please improve the standard of giving. The world needs love, the world needs compassion, the world needs support right now. And if you want to be your true hero and you're looking for a better moment than this, I'm sorry. You would never in your lifetime have a better moment than this to do something for the world. This is the time. You are the one. Let's make it happen. Because in turn, when you come back in the evening and when you see yourself in the mirror, I bet you will loudly shout with me as we unmute 1, 2, and 3. Wah Zindagi.
Wah Zindagi.
Proud of you, champions.
Wah Zindagi.
Wah Zindagi.
Fantastic. My dear friends, take me. I'm going to take you all to the fifth point in the interest of time, which is my very favorite point. You see, psychologically, what happens is when we go through any kind of trauma in our life, or emotional trauma in our life, or financial trauma in our life, or challenges anyway. For example, let's say there is a breakup in life, or there is a separation from something or somebody, or I feel financially constrained, whatever it is very natural for all the people in the world. When they go through times like this, you know what happens? When they go through times like this, their internal dialogue with themselves depreciates its value. And you know what, how they talk to themselves? Why me? Why did it happen to me? I'm so good in everything. Why did it happen to me? No, not me. I am good at nothing. And when they get up and they see themselves in the mirror, the inner conversation that happens, I call it internal branding. Their internal branding takes a back seat and they start using self-deprecating statements like, I am good at nothing. Bad things happen in my life. I'm just completely fed up with my life. These things start striking the minds of people. Now, you know what, Rashmi, let me tell you. You see, Sapna, what is important at this moment is to understand when we go through any challenges in our life is that your own internal branding with yourself has to be extraordinary. What you tell yourself during those times is extremely important. It is more important than what you're telling to the world, which means your internal branding is more important than your external branding. And can I tell you something? You will be able to build a good external brand about yourself when your internal brand is rock solid about yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to request you and tell you, improve internal branding. And look at yourself every day and tell yourself, you know what? I am doing fantastic. My life is awesome. I am a champion. I rock every day. I am proud of myself. I love myself. Self-love is the greatest love, ladies and gentlemen. How many of you agree with that? If you agree with me, give me a thumbs up. Self-love is the greatest love. Let me tell you why, Mahima. Simple. You see, when you travel in the flight, a beautiful woman walks up to you and to everyone, and she says, in case of an emergency, the oxygen mask will fall from above. Please cover your face and mouth first before assisting others. Because if you can't assist yourself, you will never be able to assist. I know you said others. So therefore, if you genuinely want to be a champion inside, you got to make sure that you take very good care of yourself. Your internal branding is the key. What matters most is how you see yourself, because you become what you believe. If you think you are a star, if you think you are a champion, if you think you're a rock star, you become one. So every single morning when you see yourself in the mirror, the first thing you should tell yourself is, my life is awesome. I'm proud of myself. This is a beautiful life. I am the best. I am the champion. Yes. Let's welcome this great day together. Say, whoa. Say this to yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Your internal conversation is very, very crucial. Now, I want to tell you how you can improve internal conversation. Again, I talk with research. I want to share with you a research once again. This beautiful lady that you see, she is Amy Cuddy. She's a professor at the Harvard Business School. And Sanjeev, she spent a lot of time understanding some key factors that motivates people. And she figured out that there are two different kinds of poses that people usually make. Sometimes people make low power poses like this. My life is not going anywhere. Trust me, guys, if you hold your head like this for a while, when you start looking down, guaranteed your mind will attract only negative thoughts. Guaranteed. You try the experiment whenever you feel like. Therefore, always understand you can't afford to see yourself sitting like this. Most people, when they're alone, they are found lost in their thoughts like this, and they are found with these low power poses. Low power pose creates low power in you. Don't do this ever. Rather, we want all of you during these times every day to be in a high power pose, to be in a passionate pose. You can do an activity with me probably. If you hold your head like this for a while, see the energy that you have. And when you are sitting like this, cross your legs and put your arm on the other chair, look up, feel the energy that you have. Do me a favor. I want you to make a promise to me, Sanjeev. Make a promise to me, Sapna and Shafiq, that you will ensure that you are always displaying and bringing up the high power poses. And make another promise, Vanita, that everybody in your family and all your loved ones around, you're going to keep a check on that as well. If you find someone sitting like this, you're the one lifting up their spirits immediately without a second delay. If the promise is made, everybody bring your hands up and loudly say, promise. Good job. Very proud of you guys, because we all are in this. Proud of you. Thank you. We all are in this together. Come what may. Very, very important. So, my dear friends, my fifth very important point is improve internal branding by using powerful expressions, powerful words, and powerful poses. And use powerful words also. A lot of people ask me this question, how's life going on? I said, great. Some people say fine. When you say fine, you feel fine. Others also feel fine. So use great, extraordinary, amazing, these words to define your life. Always remember, the quality of your life equals the quality of the words that you use in your life. If you say awesome, you feel awesome. If you say fine, you feel just fine. I don't want to see anyone feeling fine. I want to see you all, everyone, Tina, all of you, Vanita, everybody, Vasu, feel awesome, live awesome. Let people see you as awesome. Is you ready for that? If you're ready for that and you're ready to be Mr. or Miss Awesome, say awesome. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Come on, guys. Unmute. Awesome.
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 Awesome. Very good job. So, ladies and gentlemen, very quickly, please allow me to quickly help you recap all these 5 mantras that we have picked up today. First is stop overthinking, start positive focusing. All right. The second one is list down 20 things that make you happy and do 5 every single day without fail. Third is, guys, stop cribbing, start thanking. Always remember, when God gives you more, don't just improve the standard of living, improve the standard of giving. That is most important right now. And my dear champions, motivate others to really feel highly charged up yourself. And last but not the least is use high-powered words and poses to improve your internal branding every day, today, tomorrow, and forever, so that there's you who's recharging yourself and everyone around using these 5 amazing ideas that we have picked up together. Now, how many of you are ready to use these ideas every single day? If you're ready for that, give me a high five and loudly shout, unmute, and say, "Wah Zindagi!"
Wah Zindagi. Wah Zindagi.
High five, guys.
Zindagi.
Yes, Vinita.
Wah Zindagi.
Fantastic. Super. That's amazing. That's amazing. Now, I want to share with you something very personal to me, very, very close to my heart, because I care for you as a person and I have something to share with you. Very personal to my heart, ladies and gentlemen. You see, month of April has been a very drastic month for all of us together, for the entire nation, for the world, for that matter. We all had massive issues. So to be precise, 16th April was the day when me and my wife, we both were diagnosed COVID positive, and terribly bad. The fever wouldn't agree to go. We could not breathe properly, could not eat properly, but we somehow isolated ourselves in the family and took the best care of ourselves. So whatever we possibly could do, we did that. We were managing till 22nd, though it was challenging but manageable. 23rd, it became very difficult. With my wife, she couldn't breathe properly. The oxygen levels started falling down. She had that huge migraine and massive pain throughout. Her fever wouldn't agree to go. I spoke to the doctor. I said, "Doctor, this is the situation. What do we do?" He said, "Sir, it's time to get her to the hospital." I said, "Okay. But sir, I have a bad news." "What happened, doctor?" "No beds in my hospital. Can't help you." My dear friends, now when I heard it, there are 2 options life has for me. One, Why me? Why does it happen to me? Why is this happening to me? No, this is bad. This is bad. Option 2. Okay, what can I do next now? What to hunt for? What to look for? What to do now? I chose the second option. Umesh, I spoke to all my friends, WhatsApp, all my near and dear ones like yourself, Vanita, and we were hunting for a hospital bed in the entire NCR because I was an NCR at that time, Gurgaon to be precise. There were no beds available. It was a very terrible day. Finally, a family member said, we found a bed for you in Lucknow, which is 9 hours drive from my place. 9 hours. You know what? Without a delay of a second, I started driving with my wife in that situation, got to the hospital at 1 o'clock in the night, got her admitted immediately. But the battle wasn't over. Another challenge was all set for me. Finding the right medicine became an issue. If you remember, remdesivir was a major issue because it was scarce. There weren't vials available. Somebody said the vials are available in Kanpur. I rushed from Lucknow to Kanpur to get that, only to realize that though it was available, no longer available. They had given it to another hospital on an emergency case. Again, I have two questions. Why me? Why does it happen to me? No, not me. Or what do I do next? Who else can I contact? What else can I do in my life? I chose the second option. I spoke to everybody that I knew there, and I kept on running pole to post to get the medicine. And guess what? The very next day morning, 9 o'clock, I had the hold of the medicine. 26, 27, my wife started feeling better. But you know what, you are Singh ji? It was my turn then to get down. I also forgot that in that whole situation, I was also COVID positive, and I was running pole to post with all that situation. There came a time in my life I got admitted. There came a time in my life I was put under oxygen. There came a time in my life my oxygen level started going down. 70, 60, 50. And the doctor said, sir, if it deteriorates further, I'm sorry, but we'll have to put you onto the ventilator, but don't worry. Again, two questions in my mind. Why me? This is not done. Come on, it can't happen to me. Two, what do I do now? What best I should be doing for myself to get myself that strength out, the power, the energy, the passion, the conviction to bounce back? I chose the second option, ladies and gentlemen. I said, you know what? This is not a bad life. It's just a bad day in my life. If my life is like a book, it's not a bad book. It's just a bad chapter in the book. And I told myself the next chapter in my life is the best chapter in my life. I told myself this is not the end of my life. It is just the bend of my life. And I chose not to give up, ladies and gentlemen. My dear friends, the doctor and I worked as a team. And together I was able to bounce back with him. Always remember, ladies and gentlemen, giving up is always an option, not my choice. It's an option, not my choice. It was a bad time, but I chose not to give up. दोस्तों वो कहते हैं ना, जीने की आस थी तभी सीने में सांस थी, जीने की आस थी तभी सीने में सांस थी, दस्तक तो उसने हमें भी दिए थे दोस्तों, दस्तक तो उसने हमें भी दिए थे दोस्तों, पर देख के हमारा हौसला उसने भी दाद दी, उसने भी।
क्या बात, बहुत खूब, God bless you.
बहुत खूब आशीष, बहुत खूब, great.
Can I tell you this strategy in my life?
Wonderful.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Yash.
God bless you.
Ashish, very inspiring, very inspiring.
A real fighter, I would say.
Thank you so much for all your love and wishes.
You're not fighter, boss. You're jumbo jet. God bless you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for your wishes. Here is my strategy in life. When we go through tough time, life gives you two options. Number one, why me? Why the hell did I go through this challenge? Or two, what now? If I think why me, I am the victim. If I think what now, I am the victor. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to choose to be a victor, not a victim. Remember, you are born to win, not to lose. You are a victor, not a victim. You are a warrior, not a worrier. And always remember, the biggest dream that you have in your life is to become immortal by doing something for the world that people remember you till the time you're there, even after you're gone. What would my kids remember me as? I have a daughter who's 4 years of age. What would she think of me, that my dad gave up too soon? No, not my choice. I'm not giving too soon. I remember making a commitment to myself. Giving up is always an option, but not my choice. Never. Chose not to give up, ladies and gentlemen. I want to just, first and foremost, I know we're hitting the clock to wrap up this session. I want to take a second to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, a very important point right now, which is so crucial. This is about how you and I need to be as a team together, as a society, because we all belong to this one world, wherever we are right now, whatever we do in our life. Inside us is a human being. Friends, a car stops outside the hospital at 4:30, and a rich dad puts his son out of the car and puts him in the wheelchair, gets straight running to the operation theater, emergency ward. His son couldn't breathe properly, and he frantically started shouting, "Where is the doctor? Where is the doctor? Where is the doctor?" Doctor wasn't there. In fact, he had not reached. So the nurses took care of the child and did everything they could, and he was feeling better. But he didn't stop shouting, "Where is the doctor?" Vishal, he saw the doctor coming with a delay of 30 minutes. And as he saw the doctor, even before he could get into the ward, the father started speaking and said, "Doctor, you have no respect for your patients. You know what the world is going through. How can you afford to be late, doctor? How could you be so responsible?" The doctor doesn't pay attention, Yash, and goes straight and attends to his son, gives him the right medication, the right support, the right advice, does everything best he possibly could. His son started responding very well. He was fine. The doctor leaves and wants to go to see the other patient. The father catches him and says, "Doctor, I need to talk to you." Doctor says, "Sir, I'm so sorry. Whatever you have to discuss with sister." He wasn't very happy with the attitude of the doctor. And the father says to the sister, "Sister, your doctor is so rude. He has no manners to talk to people. One, he's late. Second, he's so rude." You know what? Sister, with the tears in her eyes, she looks up and says, "Sir, when you arrived, the doctor was at the cremation ground cremating his son because his son died of COVID-19. He left all of that, came to attend to your son. Sir, just think once before pointing or criticizing someone." Ladies and gentlemen, isn't it so true? As we all experience these tough times, everybody is fighting their own battle in their own way. It is time for us to stop confrontation, start conversation, stop discouraging, start encouraging. It is time for us to control aggression, bring out compassion. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the least we can do for the world right now. The world needs love. The world needs compassion. The world needs empathy. Wherever you are, whatever roles we play, make a promise to me that you will extend your best support to people during these times of challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, वो कहते हैं ना, जिंदगी बस एक पल है, इसमें आज है ना कल है, जी लो इसको इस तरह की जो भी आपसे मिले, बस यही कहे कि आज ही उसकी जिंदगी का सबसे हसीन पल है, सबसे हसीन पल है, सबसे हसीन पल है. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a great pleasure and privilege speaking with you. I would like to take a second to thank the organizers at the HR Association of India, NASCOM, LinkedIn Local, all my friends at Star Consulting Global, and everyone for being a part of this wonderful, wonderful interaction. It has been extremely fulfilling for me speaking to you and sharing some stories from my life, which probably will go a long way in helping you stay happy, stay positive, and most importantly, stay together. Friends, before we wrap up, I want to share something with you on a very lighter note. I love reading about everything, in my life. I would have read thousands of books, and I love doing that. And I read a lot of religious books also, and I love every religion. There's so much to learn from every religion. My God, we are such a rich country with so much. I was recently reading, and I came across this, that you know what? There are 7 gods in this world, Mahima. 7 gods. You are seeing, Ji, 7 gods in this world who are immortals, which means, Peterson, they have capability to defy death. They can defy death. They're that immortal, 7 gods. And their names are Ashwathama, King Mahabali, Vedavyasa, Hanuman, Kripacharya, Vibhishana, and Parashuram. 7 gods. Now the question is, you must be thinking that, Shalini, why am I telling this to you, Why are we discussing this? Because, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, in the list of these 7 gods, your name and my name is not in the list. So therefore, please ensure you wear a mask, maintain social distancing, take good care of yourself, and get the vaccination on time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure speaking with you. God bless you today, tomorrow, and forever. Thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this wonderful, wonderful interaction. And now I would like to request all of you, because you've all been together with me, can I request all of you to please unmute and loudly shout as a great team? All of you, please unmute. And please put your hand and loudly shout with me, 3, 2, 1. Wa Zindagi. Here we go.
Wa Zindagi. Wa Zindagi.
Wa Zindagi. Wonderful session.
That's amazing. And can I ask you, all of you, I've spoken a lot, we had a great time. Can I request all of you to please speak up and tell me, how did you find this interaction? Over to you guys. Come on, quickly. Then I'll give you very secret advice. Go, carry on, guys.
Quick.
Unmute and then talk. Can't hear you. Unmute, guys. Over to you.
Ashish, awesome session. Something that we always knew, but we forgot practicing. So I'm sure we'll restart practicing these good thoughts in our day-to-day life to make our own energy useful, motivated, and have a cheerful life further.
Oh, Rashmi, proud of you. All right. Thank you so much, Rashmi. That's amazing. All right. Let me have my next friend talk now. Guys, carry on, carry on. We have limited time. Carry on quickly.
Ashish is a wonderful session. You always inspire. Always awesome program. Whenever we interact with you, we find you always much more energetic and much more inspiring all the time. So thank you very much, Ashish. Keep motivating others and keep energized yourself. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Umesh ji. That's very sweet of you. Thank you so much, Umesh ji. Thank you so much, Rashmi. Very proud of you. All right.
Ashish, we didn't know about your recent story you just told, how you came back to life. I was really not knowing. I'm really, thrilled to know about everything. And it is always, very good to, see you and, listen to you. It really motivates all of us. Thank you so much for being part of our life.
Thank you, Vishal sir. Absolutely privileged to have you. Thank you so much for sharing all you did. And thank you for joining this very short, interesting intervention. Thank you very much. Very proud of you.
Thank you, Ashish. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, Peterson, over to you. I think we're running short on time now.
Before we take any questions from our participants, we would be capturing the feedback via a poll. So we'll be running a poll. Request all our participants to kindly share your feedback on our today's session. While you all are doing so, would request you all to kindly share questions pertaining to our today's session in the chat box. We would love to have them answered.
Sir, no question. Only joy he gave. The energy he gave. Excellent. He's a special gift of God. No doubt about it. No question.
Thank you, Parasmi.
Keep blessing us. That's very important. And God bless you. That's we pray. Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That's very sweet of you. Thank you so much.
So once again, I thank all our participants for joining our session today. We have received a lot of inquiry about the e-certificate offered by HRAI. You can claim your e-certificate by sharing your details. When I say details, that is your name and session attended in an email to the email ID provided in the chat window. Please ensure you do so by the 30th of June 2021. We will email the e-certificates to you based on details received.
Thank you so much, Peterson, for that. And I think I just have a little message to share with all my friends and my wonderful leaders who I see right now. A lot of people have privately asked me this, that how do we connect? How do we stay in touch? I just have a small request for all of you, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to connect with me for more such programs, you can join my LinkedIn family. I'm going to give you the link right now, which Peter join the family and do me a favor, click on that link and see if it works. If it's working, great. Sometimes, the link works. Sometimes it takes a little while. If it's working, fantastic. So just add me to I'll be privileged to be a part of your LinkedIn family. And do leave a comment for me so that I personally know you and I can appreciate your presence and acknowledge your presence in this program. Fantastic. Thank you, Dr. Sangeeta, for adding me. And thank you so much for your comments. I appreciate that. I appreciate your comments right there, everyone. That'll be fantastic. So that I know who you are, and probably I'll be able to acknowledge that personally and offer my gratitude to your comments there. That'll be great. Thank you. Thank you very, very much for all of that. Ladies and gentlemen, before we wrap up, I would look forward to seeing you on LinkedIn for more such programs, because I keep conducting such workshops once in a month, though I observe a pretty tight schedule. I speak to people all over the world, but I definitely do try to be for my friends as a guest speaker at least once every month. So I would be very happy to share with you about my next event, which is very soon. So if you want to know about that, I think the best way is to be with me on LinkedIn, and we'll be a great family together today and forever. That's fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, before we wrap up, I want to take a second to tell you all that you have been a great participant. Can I request all of you to give yourself, yes, yourself, a big hand for making a decision to be a new version of yourself? You see, what we choose today defines tomorrow. Let tomorrow be. Give yourself a big round of applause for being a part of this wonderful program, everybody. And thank you very much once again for having me all over here. Can I request all of you to please give an e-hug to people? You know, we give an e-hug to people like that. So tell them all the best by giving an e-hug like this, an e-hug. All the best, my dear friends. All the best, everybody. All the best, Anupama. Very proud of you. All the best to you, Peterson. All the best, Vishal. It is a pleasure having you all. And before we hand over finally to our champion, Peterson, who got us connected, can we please give a big hand to Peterson and his entire team that he is leading right now as a lovely, lovely leader. You know, he's bringing wonderful ideas together. Very proud of you, Peterson. Give an applause to Peterson, everyone. Superb, superb, superb. Let me individually take a second to thank everyone for their time, because you've given me the most important resource of your life, and that's your time. And the least I could do is to personally announce your name and thank you. So thank you so much, Ashish Tyagi. Thank you so much, Faisal. Very nice to have you here. Thank you, Peterson. Thank you, Umang. Thank you, Yuvar Singh ji. Very happy to have you. Vishalji, thank you for joining. Amit, thank you so much, dear. Anam, wonderful to have you. Thank you so much, Anupama. Arman, take good care. Ashima, very happy to have you here. Thank you so much, Avdesh. Bhumik, you rock, man. Proud of you. Bhavik, all the best. Bhavna. Chetan, thank you for being there. Chintan, you are a champion. Proud of you. Chirag, all the best. Take great care of yourself. Deepak, you rock. Divyal, all the best. Durvasalu, all the best to you. Dr. Sangeeta, thank you very much for your presence. Your presence was really very valuable for all of us. Thank you so much, Hilag. Thank you so much, Hina. Thank you, Hiral Shah. Thank you, Janvi. Thank you, Mahima Chaudhary. Thank you, Manish. Bye, Mary. Bye, Maurya. How are you doing? Thank you, Mani. I like the name, Mani. Fantastic. All right, good. Neha, thank you so much. Thank you, Nimesh. Thank you, Pramod. Thank you, Parvati. Thank you, Pooja. Thank you, Prabodh. Thank you so much, Pranav. Very happy to have you here. Rahul, Ruby, Sandeep, all my friends, a couple of Sandeeps here. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you very much, Sapna. Thank you, Srishti. Thank you, Shweta. Bye, Sia. Take good care. Thank you, Tushar. Thank you, Umesh. Umesh ji, thank you so much. Very nice of you. Thank you so much, Vanita, Vasu, Vishal. Thank you, Vishal Gandhi ji. Thank you so much, Yash. Thank you, Zarana. Thank you, Yugandhar. And thank you, everybody else. Please take good care of yourself and take very good care of people around. Look forward to seeing you and interacting with you some other day very soon. Till we meet next time, all the very best, and keep rocking like a star. Thank you so much, everyone. Over to you, Peterson.
Thank you so much, Ashish, for this power-packed session from your side. Beautiful, great energy, powerful 5 motivational mantras that you have shared with us today. Beautiful learnings and great takeaways. It has been a pleasure being with you today. And I'm sure all our participants have had a lot to learn and take away from this session. Before we conclude with our today's session, we would also want to thank the association members, that is Geisha, NASCOM, COE, LinkedIn Local, Talgro, TLE, WICCI, and GlipTalk for supporting these HRAI events. To know more about these associations, would request you to kindly visit the link and details provided in the chat window. Thank you once again, our dear speaker and our participants, for joining us today. Do join us for our next session on Connecting the Dots, a series on the topic Leadership in Crisis, Managing the Unexpected, on the 1st of July 2021. Request you to kindly register for this event at the link and details mentioned in the chat window. Request you to kindly register for this event. The link has been shared in the chat window. That's it from us today. See you soon. Stay safe, take care, and keep learning.
Thank you, Peterson. Thanks, everyone. Bye, everyone. Take great care.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye
Bye.
bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you, Nihali. We hereby can conclude with our today's session. Thank you, Sapna. Thank you, Mayura.
Thank you, Peter sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Mang. Thanks, Chintan. Sandeep, thank you.